This morning, Bioworks published their report for the second half of 2021, and with me once again I have Jonathan Royce, CEO. It's good to see you again, Jonathan.
Thanks, it's great to be here.
There is a lot to talk about, so let's begin. Revenue for the period increased by 285% from last year's fourth quarter and landed at 13.6 million SEK. Orders amounted to 17.2 million for the period. Talk to us about the year. What has been its greatest highlights?
I think the greatest highlights of 2021 have been that we have both seen that the investments that we've made in our commercial organization have produced the results that we expected. So we've seen strong growth in the US. We've also seen strong growth in the Indian market. And also that we have been able to validate our hypothesis that many customers out there are looking for alternatives to some of the traditional suppliers of these products and also looking for better alternatives.
Growth in active markets then. You explained in your CEO note that the pandemic has affected your sector for the duration of the year. You also wrote that due to these effects, Bioworks have been working on its supply chains. Could you walk us through the efforts that you've made?
Yeah, certainly. So I think on the supply side to our customers, what we've been trying to do is keep our lead times as low as possible. And we've been doing that through investments in our production facility and staff, and also making sure that we have good lines of communication with some of our larger customers so that we have line of sight and transparency around some of their bigger needs. And then on the internal side, what we've done is worked a lot with some of our suppliers of key raw materials to make sure that we've built larger inventories that we hold in-house. And we're going to continue to do that over the next quarter or so to ensure that we have a steady supply of materials and aren't experiencing interruptions in our own supply chain.
You've also extended your ability to distribute now to Slovenia and Croatia. Are these new markets to you, or have you delivered there in the past?
Yeah, these are new markets for us in many ways. We've had some small customer contacts over the years, but we saw in BIA a partner that we could really build a strong relationship with. We've had discussions with them previously, and we felt that now was the time was right to bring them on in our distributor network.
I see. As the quarter reached its end, you received your biggest order yet from Eastern Europe. This time it was a Russian company, Fislab Pripor. Volume reached 3.6 million SEK. What can you tell us about the order and the customer?
Yeah, so FLP, as we call them, they are our exclusive distributor in Russia, and we have a long-standing relationship with them. They are definitely the distributor in our network that has been the most successful over the years and that we've had our longest relationship with. They manage our entire business in the Russian market. And this was an opportunity for us to sell our affinity resin for antibody purification, which we call Workbee's Affimab. This is the first large order we've received for that product, and it will go to a biotech company in Russia that's producing an antibody.
Is there potential for more orders of this size from Russia?
Yeah, we think so. I mean, anytime that we come in as an approved supplier at a biotech or pharma company, that really lowers the threshold for us to come in other projects within that company. We've passed the sort of compliance and quality controls that they have. And so we think that this could lead to future business with that customer and also gives us a nice reference customer in the Russian market.
Last time you were here, we talked about the shares issue. With it, you raised your cash reserves to with 85 million SEK, heading now into 2022 with close to 103 million SEK in cash reserves. For those who've yet to seen that interview, could you tell us why this decision was made?
Yeah, I think we saw that there was a good opportunity on the market. There was a lot of interest in the life sciences market just then, and so we felt that the capital market was favorable for us to do this shares issue. We also have several growth initiatives that we wanted to fund, and we wanted to make sure that we bridge the period of time between when we go from a company that is working on investor capital to a company that is profitable. So we really saw this as a good opportunity to fulfill some of those goals and take advantage of favorable market conditions.
Speaking of goals, a new goal for 2022 is to decrease operating costs and become more profitable as a business. What measures will you be taking to reach that goal?
Yeah, so this year we have a lot of focus on driving average selling price of our products, trying to find more customers for some of our higher value products in the portfolio. We're also looking at some initiatives in how we package our products to be able to offer a higher level of value to our customers, basically take some of the value, the non-value adding steps out of their hands and deliver products that are more turnkey for them. And then also there's going to be a stronger focus on cost control this year. So we have a budget that has a moderate increase in cost, but it's significantly less in percentage than what we have in our plan for growing revenue.
Could you give us an example of your high margin products?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So the Affimap product that I mentioned before is one, but we also see that there's a lot of potential for a product in our portfolio called Workbeats Trend that has very broad application. It's a unique product on the market. Bioworks is the only company that makes a product based on this technology. And we have generated a lot of data over the years to demonstrate its capabilities. And we think that that is a really golden opportunity for us to capitalize on those conditions this year.
Thank you very much, Jonathan, for your time, and I wish both you and Bioworks continued luck in the future.
Thank you very much. It's been nice to talk to you today.